Good morning. It is the Saturday morning, the 16th of July, and I am getting set up for a pickup here in my local area. I talked about in my previous video, we are going to be picking up in a field and some garbage just down by the street here. You can just see there's trash everywhere, and this is as good a place to park as I can find for now. But I thought I would walk you through what it takes to get started here. So I've got my car loaded up. I carry a lot more stuff than probably most people will. And if you look at the big items here, good morning. The first thing we've got is garbage cans. The 5-gallon buckets. Get them at Home Depot for a couple of bucks. They are essential. A lot of people pick up with plastic bags in hand, but if you pick up glass or anything like that, it's going to be a problem. It'll cut through. The next most important thing is the picker. This is an Unger Grabber Plus, all trigger operated. I love this thing. I've tried a few other ones. You can see some sitting in the back of my car here, but this one has done me quite well for a number of months now, where the other ones kind of gave up after a couple of tries or a couple of days. They broke or came apart. So I suggest checking out the Unger Grabber Plus. I've got a link to it on my website, which I'll include down below. A couple other things that are useful when you're doing these. A box like this, a small box to put glass into, especially if you are leaving stuff in plastic bags at the end for somebody else to pick up or to haul away. You want to make sure that they're not going to get cut by the glass. So, and the other thing that is absolutely essential, gloves. I really like these latex covered cloth gloves. They're flexible, they're not too hot, and they keep your hands mostly dry, but what they really do is protect your hands when you have to pick up something small and possibly sharp. It's got a good layer of protection there to protect you from whatever you might run into. A couple other optional things, depending on what you're doing. Well, not really optional, but a good set of garbage bags to put stuff in once you're done gathering stuff up. That's very important. Sometimes at places like parks and stuff, they'll already have bags or trash cans there. Feel free to use those. My thought is, if you're picking up the garbage in an area where they already have cans, that was just people who didn't put their garbage in the right place. So you're just helping it along. The other thing that you may want to consider, and is actually required if you're going to be picking up along the sides of a street or a highway, are reflective vests. I strongly recommend this. In fact, like I said, it's a requirement if you're picking up along the highway. Check with your local Department of Transportation for what their requirements are. But that's kind of the main things. I got some emergency water here. Somebody gets too thirsty, and I've got a bag full of first aid kit or with a first aid kit in it, just in case something happens. Somebody cuts themselves. I got bandages and stuff like that. Again, for a local pickup, that's probably pretty optional. But if you're out on the highway, the state of Washington actually requires that somebody have a first aid kit on site. So, and first aid training, which I don't yet have, but I'll work on it. So anyways, that's what it kind of takes to get going. 1 or 2 buckets per person, depending on how far you're going to haul stuff. A lot of places you can fill up a bucket in a few minutes, and you don't want to have to walk back and forth too many times. The walking gets tiring. And then you're pretty much good to go. So that is my brief intro to what it takes to pick up garbage. It's not a lot. I'll post links to most of this stuff on the site or on my YouTube feed down below. So feel free to check it out. Thanks, and we'll see you in a little bit. Bye.